Ah, there we go. Had to do a little bit of background stuff. But good evening, everyone. Hello there, once again. Hello, hello. Is anyone there? Knock, knock, knock. Open the door. It's me, Chompin De Touhou, back at it once again with another Streamerino. Fairy stream, in fact. Is Toponium a new element? Of course it is. It is a brand new element that I introduced to you. It is what you get when you cook a tip pear in an oven. Don't ask where you get the tip pear from, but it is just a pear with Tipsy's face on it. Then you cook it in an oven and smelt it. It turns into Toponium. And then when you could do it at Toponium, you could craft it into a tip axe, and you can mine stuff. Anyways, how are we doing today? This is definitely the latest I've started in a while. It's 7:30 pretty much. I was supposed to start earlier today. I was planning on starting around 5:30. I got off at work a little bit earlier today too. But all in all, was not the case. Had to go and participate in a small little family event with some family friends. Had to go out and get some eats. Had some spicy hamburgers. Pretty damn good in my personal opinion. I always go for a burger. True American tradition. Go out for burger. But after that, it was already like 6:30, and then by the time I got back, I had to do like prep and everything like that, get things together, get my scruples in line, and generally, we're here, starting late. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a shorter stream today, but I'll try to make sure that we get the most done that we can. Just got done making my coffee too. Have to go and get some Energons on. Don't want to die of a food coma. I notice I've been very susceptible to food comas. It's been the result of me being kind of lethargic and a little lazy at times. Probably because I eat too much good food. So I'm just like, I don't feel like doing anything afterwards. Well, you know, what better way to go than down in flames? Which, not really in the sense of a negative way, but more in the sense of the uplifting way. Anyways, let's go and hop into the canvas. Normally I would do a little bit more waffling on, but we can waffle on inside the canvas. Let's go and hop into our tablet. So let us go and check and see. I'm gonna switch some things around here. There we go. We got MS Paint up on the screen. So let us go and do an update on where we last left off on our Tippleton canvas. So last time, these are the fairies that we have worked on so far. Oh, does the burger yummy? Yes, the burger most definitely does the yummy. All right. It was a Sonoran burger. So imagine you take like a Sonoran hot dog, which has like bacon and like caramelized onions and super spicy chili peppers on it. Imagine that, but in burger form. That's how I see it. Was gonna fling the idea of Megapoi Gumi Tipsy in the Vocaloid phase. I already did technically a Vocaloid, but here, let's go and take a look at what we got. So far we got On Tipsy, McDonald's Tipsy, Vocaloid Utah Tipsy, i.e. it's just Castanet Tato. Let me go and make sure I don't accidentally tap on anything. There we go. Next we got Goku, Squid Girl, Mega Man, Huayno Top Gun, and Pepina, which is technically just Pizza Tower. But today, what do we got on hand? So I said I was going to do Gum from Jet Set Radio, and there's also Dante from DMC2. But I'm not sure about this one. But I think I'll definitely do this one today. There was another thing that I personally found I'm going to go and add onto the list. I just need to remember what it was called. I think it was called this. It was a very, very, oh, let me go and shrink my YouTube. There we go. My volume is a little bit loud on my end. There we go. What is it called? It's called, Jirai K? Jirai? Jirai K. Jirai K is a type of, like, Japanese fashion sense, you know, just what's ever currently hip in Shinjuku, I guess. But that's definitely a one right there. Let me see what else. Actually, it's I think 5 Kato. Oh well, I mean, It's since 5 tail. How's that? All right, fine. We want to go and do the actually kind of a deal. I mean, you type the lisp into your sentence. I might as well go and read it as it says. But I feel like we should include another Touhou girl on this list of current tipsies that we have lined up here. Because so far we only have one tipsy. It's just on. And I feel like maybe we got some room for another one today. So let me go and see. What kind of tipsies do you want me to go and draw in that case? I think right now, in my mind, a potential candidates. I'm looking for something that's more in the, what do you say, the green category. Maybe something that's green. Because we have a lot of red. We have a lot of red over here. We have blue. We have a brown one. I mean, technically, the Huayno Top Gun is green in a sense, but not like 100% green. Maybe some alternate colors. Maybe something purple. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe Canico or something. Let's see. Can I do tipsy, yes or no? I already did that last year. Here, let me show you that, just to go and confirm. I'm not one to go and hold my truths. I will display to you my facts. My facts and logic. In fact, this was a double one. Here we go. Let me go and show you. That was the wrong one. Here you go. This is the Cerno tipsy that I did from last year. Kappa tipsy or Yakuza tipsy would be fun. I guess a Yachi tipsy, but Yachi doesn't really wear that much interesting clothes. Maybe Keiki? I think maybe Keiki Hanashushin might be a good one. You're so cool. Thank you. Well, I mean, actually, I'm kind of warm right now because I'm drinking my coffee. I just made some fresh coffee, and I put my hand too close to the Keurig, and the boiling hot coffee rolled out onto my hand. Tipsy as Koish? You know what? Tipsy as Koish might be a good one. Because Koish is popular. She won the she won the popularity poll last year. You know what? That's a good idea. You make a good statement. Let me go and put that down. Koish. I'm just saying Koish, not Koishi, but it's just Koish. Koish Tippy would be cool, but I don't know how green she'd be. I think she's green enough. Here, let's go and bring up a Koish in here. Let me see. Koishi Komeiji. Koishi Komeiji. Her skirt's green and she has yellow on her too. She's very, what you would say, she's very Sprite coated. You know what I mean? You got the yellow lemon, you got the lime green. It's hilarious because it's my own sense of humor, of course. Let's see. Got that Koish. I need the full size Koish. There's this model of Koish, but I need a regular old Koish. There's a chibi Koish. Well, I mean, Tipsy's technically a chibi in a sense. That's a Nendroid. Here's the full-on Koish. And I could probably just do an interpretation of how I see that Koish. Well, let's go with that. We'll go with this Koish. Here, let's go and do Koish first. We'll go and do our Koish chippy and get it out of the way. Oh, I just... did I say that? Oh, I did. Good. So here's Koishi. Granted, super tiny reference. But I got the big reference on my screen, so that's what really matters for me. Also, first things first, before we get started on the stream, I gotta do something important. We gotta do something important. What is that importance I need to go and adhere to? It is this. Oh, that's a white background. We don't want a white background. I want what? We'll go with this one. There we go. We gotta add another one. Another one for the collection. Let's see. Transform. Flip. Horizontally. This one is going to go over here. There we go. We got another Tippy for the Tippy collection. Another little Tippy Tip Tap. Let's see, where can I cram this one? Maybe over here. Got a little bit of spaz on the screen. Let's see. Koishi is basically the autism Touhou. Mr. Hat is my best friend. Lirio Blanco, I don't know who that is. More tippies on the screen, most definitely. Green highlights, the yellow base. I do say so, the Tipsy Squad. Alright, so let's go and get started. We're gonna work on our Koish. And I'll put Tipsy into a pose I have not done yet, and I think I might replicate a pose that exists already, and it's probably gonna be the one from the fighting game. That's what I'm thinking. That is definitely what I'm thinking right now. Something like that one, but it's going to be a little bit more forward-facing. All right, here we go. So I'm going to zoom in, enhance, dehance. All right, yeah, that's great size. All right, let's go and grab our circle. Just like what I did from previous, I use this base circle so I don't ever have to draw ahead. Don't have to waste time on doing a circle. I'm saving time. Saving time and resources. Alright, so I want transparent selection. I'm going to hit this canvas with a little bit of a whitewash very quick. Alright, let's get started on this. So, what I was thinking, maybe hands behind the back. Hands behind the back Tipsy. But also with the knife in hand. We'll do like one hand behind the back, and then we'll do with the threatening knife, or maybe a fishing rod. Who knows? I drew half a face today. That's it. Joe Twan. That's a new name. Anyways, let's continue. So let's see. So let's go and start with our shoulders. I have drawn Koish before, but I've never really drawn a regular Koish when I think about it. Shame. What a shame. But, to each your own. I'm not that much of a big Koish fan. I'm more of a fairy guy, you know. Alright. So I'm going to bend her torso like so. So what I'm going to do, it's going to be like some kind of like cutesy pose. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of just a general cutesy pose. Satori. You drawing Koishi eating a pizza levitating. I have, but at the same time that wasn't like a full body like Koishi drawing. It was more like just a funny doodle. I'm not going to count that towards my Koishi commitment drawing, I guess. Alright. Toes are going to be one inward and one inward. I'll fix this back leg. It's gonna be a little gangly on the legs. What kind of shoes does the Koish wear anyways? Let's see. She wears what? Oh, she just wears boots. Generic boots. Alright, Zune. Keep your secrets when it comes to designing your characters. As for the eyeball, I think Tipsy can probably wear a fake one. That's made out of paper. Alright. Maybe drop it a little bit. We'll drop it down. It might be, her torso might not be long enough. Definitely not long enough. Shoulders need to be smaller. Alright. Fix this up right there. Maybe pull her torso back too. I feel like I got good energy on this one. So maybe we'll get this one done lickety-split. That's my new quote. I've been using that word a lot. I've been using that phrase, lickety-split. I think it's just because it sounds fun. It's a fun thing to go and say. You say lickety, 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 something like that. And then after that, you say split. And then it makes you feel like you're going fast. Fast in name, not in action. Because I was saying that a lot last night when I was playing Hightail. Sometimes when I draw legs, I call them French fries due to how it look if I draw them. Oh. When I draw legs, I kind of just draw like tubes and then just kind of form fit everything else out afterwards. Obviously, as you can see on how I just kind of carve things into place. I don't exactly like draw the legs 100% because when I do frames, I always just like, I'm just gonna carve the drawing out because I'm unsure as to where everything's going to go or how is it going to look in the end. So that's typically what I do. All right, so I'm going to put one hand. Pick up that shoulder more. Alright. Gotta go and reference this arm over here. Maybe I should give her the phone. The phone. Then I could simulate the Koishi stuff. Because obviously, Tipsy's not a satori of any kind. Now let me have my Frenchie have French fry legs. Oh, okay. Sorry. My apology. Alright, let's see. Maybe I can have her hold the phone, I guess? And then again, I want to go and reveal her. I can do it like that. I can do it. I'll do this. I'll do it. I'll do hands out. I'm gonna match it up here. It's a big old phone. Gotta make it a little larger. That looks good. Maybe a little larger. Larger! Increase that size, enhance. There we go, that'll work. Let me see, Alright, I need to go and figure out where my hand position is going to be on this. I'm going to be going up right here. Alright, maybe I should I'll place the hand first and have the phone come out from there. Press palm. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit awkward on the hand positioning for the phone in general, but it should be fine once I figure it out. I'll work on the other arm in the meantime. Even though these arms are generally going to be like covered by big sleeves, I just want to go and make sure that the arm placing is correct. Ah, okay. Okay, so I just need to change the angle. Got it. Pinky up at all times. Makes you look fancy. Right, I'm gonna move this hand out though. Reposition the forearm afterwards. I just wanted a general area where I think it might be. Alright. Because we have a big focus this time, and that big focus is going to be that prop. Let me try and get it right though. That's a little bit too big. Trying to go and memorize the shape of a good old telephone. I mean, obviously there's also payphones as well, but then again, how many of you guys have seen a traditional telephone? I'm not quite sure on how many of you people have actually seen one or not. Is that right? Does that look right? If I were to... Let me grab some kind of... I'll grab my own phone. Let me see. I'm gonna hold this like this. That's like a grab. She got the cellular phone device? No. Not the cellular phone. The regular phone. The cable phone. So that's like a monk. It's like a big old grip like that. How's that gonna go? Thumb goes like this. Let me erase this. Thumb is going towards the head, so it goes this way. There we go. Pinky's out. That goes outwards. So I got that right. I just erased it on the wrong side then. Let me make that smaller. By the way, if you're wondering, we're actually holding my phone in order to go and recreate the positioning of the prop, so... I have old broken Samsung cell phone and an OG Nintendo DS. I admittedly miss when things were strangely round. Yeah. Blobjects. I miss them. Apparently that's the terminology for that type of design where it's called like a blobject or just blobject design. Much like with the rest of her body model, I'm going to try and carve it out. I'm going to carve out the phone. There we go. Now you can put it right there. Might be blocked up by her hair a little bit, but I could probably recover it. I'll do some copy pasta work. Alright. And then... we'll just make this hand open. Fingers right there. Get the middle finger. I'm not quite sure on how much that hand's going to be shown, so I'll just anticipate that'll be a lot of hand being shown. Cut that. Let's go and fix the bottom of this. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. It's too long, probably. Probably. There we go. What's up, yo? Hello there. Hello. That looks right. That looks good. Ah, okay. So now let's go and put the let's go and get the clothes on. Let's get everything together. I'm going to copy paste this entirely. In case if I want to go back, I'm going to copy pasta U. Let's go and hit a checkpoint right there. Alright, gonna scroll you out just a bit more. Alright, let's get to work. Let's get to the grind, shall we? Alright, let's see. So first things first, I'll start from the bottom of the head. And then I'll work her head in. And I guess, yeah, she is going to be wearing a hat, so it could still just be this typical tipsy hair, but it needs to be fitting with the hat. Got it. Alright. That's a button-up shirt. Uh-huh. Oh. Don't forget she has frillies on the outside. Me personally, I'll never understand why so many people like Koishi. I think it's pretty much just because KKHDA happened and thus everyone likes Koishi. That's my only theory on it. Other than that, I don't really have much conclusion as to why people really like Koishi, other than, I mean, she does have the moe function to her. But other than that, I don't know what else she has going for her. Because she won the first spot this last year's Touhou popularity poll. So I'm just thinking and wondering, just like, why does she get up so high? Because most other Touhou characters from other games normally don't get up as high as she does, let alone when it comes to a lot of the other girls. They're either EOSD characters or they're like other characters from the earlier game series. Koishi is like one of the exceptions. Even her sister Satori is technically an exception. Because if you look at the rest of the Touhou 11 cast, they all pop down the lower areas. I don't get it. Maybe one day I will. Maybe just because I'm not like a bleeding, throbbing heart Koishi fan. Maybe it just comes with the territory of liking Koishi, that you just like unapologetically just like Koishi. Koishi is just laundry, but infinitely better. Care to explain to me how? I wish to know. I wish to know this. Because I'm very confused on that statement. Also, she wears a belt. I noticed that. Let me go and add that belt. It's like a waist belt here on the shirt. The Freud theory of consciousness is two big eats. So you mean it's too big? What? I pray for today Momji and Kawakuma get some actual popularity too, including the fairy. Well, that's the thing. Momji and Kawakuma actually have high spots. That's the thing. Like, if we were to go... Let me go up to the results of the polls from last year. popularity poll. 2025 results. Let's go and look up Momji. F3. Momiji. Yeah, here we go. So for you're wondering, if we look up here and we see Momji Inubashiri was placed 30 this year. That's pretty high up there. But as for your other girl, Kawakuma, I think Kawakuma is. Let's go and look up Kawakuma. Kawakuma got ranked 57. Now that one, I could definitely see, where it's just like that's a very low rank. But then again, that is right next to Dayusi, because Dayusi's not too far off from there. She's right up here. Place 53, place 57. Now, be aware, for our goal this year, it is to go and get up to rank 50. So, I mean, if maybe, we'll probably be passing all these girls. So, like Kine Karashima, Dayusi, Nue, Maribel Hearn, Chibata, Kawakuma, Narzan, Doremi, Nareko Michigander, Shinki, Keki Hanai Shiushin, even Wriggle Nightbug. These are the characters that we want to go and surpass this year. But our major enemy that we must combat against this year is Byakuren, Hijiri, and possibly even Mima. Mima's right there. She's right there. Look at her. She's actually been going up. Look at that. That's an interesting pattern. 70, 56, 49. Wow. Byakuren's been going down, so we might be able to surpass Byakuren if we try hard enough. 50, not 100 this time. Well, we reached our 100 goal last year. If you see up here, this is where we reached last time. We got rank 101. So with our combined efforts of voting and supporting Fairy, we managed to go and get rank 101, in contrast from last year's rank 171, making a historic jump in the entirety of the poll's history, of the largest jump ever done. So, therefore, I wish to go further by jumping 50 ranks. So last year, we managed to go and jump 70 ranks. I want to go and jump 51 ranks in order to go and get up to rank 50. And granted, if we don't, we'll be able to go and maintain our place by going even further. Now, let's see. Dethrone the character who doesn't even exist, Mima? Yes. I mean, come on. Mima's decanonized in the Touhou lore. So, technically, if the fairy, which is a canon character in the game, they're always there in the game. If a fairy can't surpass Mima, who can? That's what I said. Well, pretty much everyone else. But really, why is Mima there? It's just because she's there on copium and hopium that she returns to the game one day. That's how I see it. To be honest, people liking Koishi and not knowing makes sense as to why for Koishi's character. Yeah, maybe. I can understand Koishi, but Mima kind of sucked, not gonna lie. Zune randomly makes her Supreme Witch Calamitous for Terraria Calamity. Mima just kind of mid for me. Let's see. Do you like Tipsy? Breathe if yes, and don't breathe if yes. What do you mean? Fairies in this economy, unfathomable. While you're making art, I'll be homebrewing enemies for a Cyberpunk Red campaign. Interesting. Mima fans would be in shambles if Fairy was ranked 50. I think it would send people insane if we were to go and get the Fairy up to rank 50. I mean, look at these three people. These are the three guards that stand in our way to go and get rank 50. Mima, Chen, and Byakuren Hijiri. Yeah, we're fighting Buddhism, but we also got some other ones. If we go even further, we start getting to some really well-known Touhous. Like we got Mistia, we got Rin, we got Mononobe no Futo, Parsi, Renko, Ran, Utsuho, and you see on how you keep on going further. Now you run into the EOSD characters, and then right there at the very top, there she is, Koishi Komeiji. Granted, there ain't no way in hell we're going to be able to get up to this amount of votes. That's a lot of number one votes. That means that we need to go and get people who have never voted in the Touhou popularity poll to go and join us in a vote to get our #1 spot with the fairy. So I don't think #1 spot's ever going to be possible. Truly, I don't think it's ever going to be possible. But as for an overall, I think making rank 50 might be our personal #1 spot. Watch as Chen gets higher by whatever reason. Yeah, maybe. Let me go. I'm gonna move my googly googles back up here. There we go. All right, let me go get my Koish reference back up. There we go. Okay, let's continue on. Also, one thing I'm going to have to go and replicate is probably the patterns on her skirt. Not many people do that, but I'll try. Let's see. Looking at her shirt. Alright. I just had to go and take a good look at her belt first. If I did a lining at the bottom. There we go. Alright. So that's the top. Then we gotta get the buttons on there. They're big jewel buttons. Alright. Next, let's go and do her skirt. So I want to start the lining first. Don't want to make it too long. Start from the outside. We'll start from the outside and go down. Alright. Like this. Put the drop down in there. Do a little bit of follow up on the back. And maybe a little bit of follow up over here. I know we're going over her hand, but it should be fine. You give it a little bit more shape. Try and get it like an oval shape here. That way you go follow with what goes on the bottom, which is going to be more frills. Frills and thrills. I don't know why she has frills on the bottom sometimes, but she does, and I prefer having frills. Like, I don't know why. Why are they there? Wait. What model are those for? Some people put frillies at the bottom of her skirt, but some don't. But in her normal character model, she does not have them. Oh. Maybe I should consider that. Alright, well, let's go and I'll redraw it again. Fine. Prior to do that, I'll drag it down here. Up, down. Yeah, fold over. Down. Fold over right there. Drop that up. There we go. Get our streak lines showing the folds. It's going to carry like that. Alright. I thought there were going to be frillies on the bottom. I guess it's only for fan works. This is a fan work thing. I want to be accurate, so I'm going accuracy. Lore accurate tipsy. Oh. What? She is ready to moshi moshi. Boy, she's a creature. Not a bad character. Tiwi is more punchable than the fandom does not like her. Oh. People hate Chen. Why is it that people hate Chen? Why is that people hate Chen? I understand. I like to go and say that frickin' cat I hate a lot, but I don't know why I hate the cat. Is there a reason why I hate the cat? Is there a reason why to hate Chen? I feel like the hate for the cat, it's unfettered. That's how I see it. I'm going to sleep. See you on Friday. All right, see you on Friday. I believe that we should be beating Teardown on Friday. So depends on when I get the stream started, of course. If I start super late, we might have an extra. Alright, so I'm gonna do like that. Put the wrap around the top. See, these are like boots that she's wearing, so. Here and there, they're just socks, because they're very bendy. I don't think boots bend like that, but bear with me on it. I'll make them boots. Proper boots. Granted, not the most interesting looking boot, but still a boot nonetheless. No. Alright, next we gotta go and do her funny looking sleeves. These got the frillies on, I know that. Alright. Alright, so that's one sleeve down. Let's go and do the other sleeve. Right about here. I'll keep the fingers out if possible, because the fingers are out on the default coish. So push this out this way. And it's gonna drop down behind her. Actually, you know what? I just had a quick thought. I think I actually did draw a technically normal koishi before. But that was the KKHGA koishi that I made for vampires with hats. So I did do that. But as for regular koish, I don't think I did. Let's see. More accurate tipsy. Tippy with a knife. Okay. I finished the hightail stream, George. Will the lawn basing continue? Maybe. I might actually do some lawn basing. You know, expand my property so I can work at night. What is it? Work at night outside, in a sense. But I'll make like some proper like walls and stuff. We're gonna build a wall around my property. A proper fence, I think. But we'll see what happens when I return to that. I think I don't know when I'm gonna return the hightail, but I want to return to it soon. I want to return to it as soon as I can. I think once Teardown is out of the way, then we could go and do more hightail on Fridays. I was thinking probably Friday and Wednesdays. But also, maybe I could do an extra stream Sunday. I mean, I already did an extra stream this week. That's a lot of streaming I already done. Thank you for putting that thought in my head. Now I gotta think about that. Oh, man. Alright, let's go and draw the phone. Tipsy's ready to go and give you an unsolicited message to go and vote Fairy. Alright. Alright, let's go and get her hair on. We'll do the hat last. Stream Sunday, but the magma. Well, I mean the magma. No, you gotta remember my streams. They happen at night, so the magma would already be over by then. Last time I started a magma later in the day, and not many people showed up. So if I were to start a magma again, I'd just do it at the regular time, being 1:30. Oh, do you have any plans for Mondays once Misty Izakaya is over and DLC 5 is the final DLC is done? Maybe I could probably replace that with Hightail, more dedicated Hightail streams, because I think with that I would be able to enjoy my game more, because I want to enjoy Hightail. There's magma, yes. Excuse to draw fairy, yes. In fact, anyone can draw fairy. So, for the month of Fairy Fashion February, I do invite you guys to go and draw and post and share fairy propaganda on your sites of your choosing. All you need to do is use the tag Vote Fairy, and I'll go and promote it myself. Tipsy month of fashion magma. I was thinking, it would be just Fairy February, so essentially just draw fairy characters from Touhou. That's how I see it. For the monthly magma this month. Fairy February. A very good February. Alright, let's go and draw Tipsy's hair. I just want to get the curl. Come on. There we go. Wait, maybe I want to tilt her head. Something like this. There we go. We'll go that way. Alright, but that means I would need to pull her head that way. Pull her head in a certain direction. Uh-oh. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. There we go. Just gotta pull that. Alright. I'm gonna pick this up, pull it down. And then do the other side. Might be making her hair a little bit too big. I gotta make sure I'm keeping on model. That's what's important. Alright, we got our side curl right here. We giving Koishi a Tipsy a knife or not? You know, maybe I should. Maybe I should. I guess it's only fitting. It's only fitting for Koishi fans to see the funny sharp object on the fairy. I mean, granted, fairies can carry funny sharp object. So. I'll leave. You know what? We'll give Tipsy a knife. Here, let me go and remove her fingers, and let's go and make this a fist here. Actually, wait. If I do it like this. There we go. There we go. That will be the basis for our knife. That's a loop. That's good. I just want to check my music is looped. There we go. Alright. So let's continue on with our hair very quick. We'll put the knife on last. Tippy will mug you via phone. Also, here's another thing. It'll give me an opportunity to go and actually open up Tipsy's eyes. Not many of you people know about what Tipsy's eyes actually look like anyway, so... So, bring that down, up and around that, push that in a little bit. Yeah. Every time when I shrimp too hard, my back starts acting up on me, and I start getting breathing problems. Damn my asthma! My asthma! My lungs have betrayed me! Every time. In most cases. Do we want to know Tipsy's eyes? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Speaking about knowing Tipsy's eyes, seeing things, I forgot to go and move the chat. I should probably do that sometime soon. That way we can see when the chats appear, because not all the chats are appearing properly as I want them to. I want to see them as soon as they appear. The whites of their eyes. I'm gonna pick this up. Bring it out. Just yet. We're about to there. That there. Just about. Get a little crazy with it. Come on, pick it up, pick it up. Go like that. And I want to fan her hair up a little bit more on the other side. Short up here, short up there, and then long in the bottom. Just always remember, Tipsy has a lot of hair. Kind of like most Touhou characters, they have a lot of hair on them sometimes. Hello, I'm Tippy. I'm 200 meters from your current location. You better start running. Where the hell are you? I want to find you. I'm going to defeat you, fairy. Don't you run away from me. Alright, so I'm going to pick this up. Go right about there. Drop that. Go back up again. Alright, do the same on this side. Go down, go up, put you around, pick that up. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of smothering don't help no one sometimes, but it helps me. go. Now let's go and put the hat on. So now that the koi, she wears a hat. Gotta put that hat. Let's see. I'm gonna color this hat a different color, make it purple. The hat's kind of like a little high on her head. There you go. And make it bigger. Jotun, can you tier list every hour of the day? What do you mean? What does that mean? Tier list. Why do I tier list hours of the day? How does one do that properly? Uh-oh. Okay, I guess the program just kind of spurred out for a second. Alright, let's try again. There we go, that'll work. That'll work. Alright. One thing's important, I need to go and put the bow on the hat, so I think what I can do for the tipsy bow, I'm gonna go and put it right here in the back. Or maybe I can put it right here. I'll put it right here. Because that's one thing that I must always pay attention to, is where the fairy's bow will go be. There we go. I'm gonna move her hat down. This. I feel like it's too high up. Right there. That way it sits on her head. Not like just kind of not hovering, actually sitting like Rainbow Hekure in EOSD. Where are these? Oh wait, it doesn't confuse me. 6 p.m. is A, 7 p.m. is A, 3 a.m. is F. What? Yeah, Jochu, give us a tier list of every minute of an hour. Oh my god. Oh my god. What are you trying to do to me? Torment me on what are my opinions of different times of the day? I mean, I have what do you say? I'm mentally deranged. I'm not that mentally deranged. If I was that mentally deranged, maybe. But I don't think I'm your guy. I don't think I'm that type of spurg. My tism's not that strong. It's not that strong to go and comprehend that much. That's a special type of tism. Alright, let's go and put the knife in her hand. I'm gonna start right here. Come on, scroll down. Just want to do a right across there. Right across there. Oh, I don't want to touch the hair though. There we go. And there. You gotta struggle. There we go. We'll give her a funny dagger. You can never tell what the fairy has hidden till she reveals it. The most unexpected moment. Creepy fairy. Freaky draw koishi. How can I riz up a Cerno? Does one riz a Cerno, you may ask? Well, first off, you need to survive the freeze. Once you survive the freeze, then the rizzing chance may occur. But only if you can survive the frigid temperatures that the Cerno has to go and offer to you. Which most likely, by the time that you try doing the riz, you'll be dead. So to riz said fairy, to become friends with said fairy, very tough. Very tough, even. Alright, there we go. Let me see. I'm gonna get the cable line up in here. Let's go and first equalize out our colors. All these things. Blue. What if it was blue? Yes. Too bad for you. Tipsy is already blue. She's already a blue fairy. There we go. Oh. Just oh. Nope. I guess you won't survive the negative temperatures. You're just gonna have to be dealing with you being an ice cube. All right, so we got curly Q cable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around her legs. So it's going to go like this, go straight down, and then go like 1 and a 2, and then go that way. So it's going to go down. I'm going to make it double line. So first off, like that. To simulate the cable curls, I'll do it like this. Make them long. It's going to go around the front like so. Curl around there. Go around the back. And then start slowly but surely getting bunched up more and more. And then it'll go like so. Drop it down more. Alright. Time to connect these cables. Alright. And then right there. It's gotta go across. Gotta go across the leg. There we go. Gotta make sure the cable stays the exact same thickness. Either that, I will not be able to color it in. Remember that, me! Map it around. There we go. Because we can't really do a proper eyeball on the fairy, but we can do this method. Tried and true cable making method for cell phones. Alright, there we go. Where's the phone cable going? I don't know. Maybe we could just make it unconnected. There we go. This is an unconnected cable. I'm cooked? No, you're not. You're frozen. It's unlike being cooked. You gotta think. You gotta think big. I'm gonna stretch it. Okay. How are we looking here? Oh, it's good. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is we don't need this anymore, surprisingly enough. Thank goodness. black. Make you white. Drag you over here. Did not get rid of you properly, of course. Why not? Try again, of course. Alright, let's go make everything black. I need to go and clean this up here, though. And then the green on the inside, I'm going to need to deal with that too. Only as soon as I can color in the phone cable. Because none of this is going to be seen. Think of it as a personal cheat strat. From me to you. Or at least when it comes to drawing chemistry. I'm going to wait to put those lines in there. Alright, I'm going to grab this. Green. Green. There we go. Make it white. White again. Put it back. There we go. Alright, last things last. I'm going to draw her wings. She's almost done. She's almost done. Let me see. One wing, two wing. Going around them off the tips. Yep, round off those wing tips on that tipsy. That wing looks a little too scrumbly. We don't want scrumbly wings, we want nice looking wings. Nice and round, they go flutter flutter. I'm cooked like ice cream. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, wait, you mean like deep fried ice cream? Yeah, I think so. I think so. You can be cooked like ice cream if you are deep fried ice cream. There you go. Hello. I be newborn Touhou fan, mainly because of your animation. So I don't know what's going on. Right now I'm drawing Tipsy as Komeiji from Touhou 11. She is one of the EX bosses from one of the Touhou games. And I'm drawing her carrying a cell phone. Or a telephone, not cell phone. Telephone. This telecommunications. Alright. Alright, so let's go and get our color scheme on. We got our Koishi reference up here, so I'll just pull colors from up here. First things first, let's get our yellow on. How is this gonna look? How does this yellow look? Ooh, that's a good looking yellow. It's very egg colored. Oh, that's an open spot right there I need to fill in. That should be fine though. We can fix that. Now I'm just coloring the skirt on accident. Let me fill you in on that information. Yes. Next. Grab the green. I'm gonna grab this green. The deeper green. There we go. And then make the bottom section darker. Granted, I don't really put shading on these drawings, but when I do, it's normally just to go and show that something is under something. So that's normally how I adjudicate for what should be shaded and what should not. Like Tipsy's hair, always guaranteed to have that two-tone on her hair. And you'll see what I mean very quick. If I could get that thumb colored in. There we go. Get our fingers over here. Yep. Yep. Yep, there we go. But if you are a newborn Touhou fan, I suggest you just sit back and watch as I go and draw Touhou characters. But as a suggestion for you is probably to go and interact with the games. I would invite you to either go on to Steam and purchase one of the Touhou games, or you could go on to the Moira Shrine if you do not have the funds, or you want to go and play one of the older games that everyone knows. That's just how I roll. That's what I do. That's how I play. Maybe I should make that darker. I should make that darker and then make you lighter. Make you darker. It's gonna be complicated shading, coloring. Bingo bongo. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, this is why I tried making the gap large enough so I could use the paint buck on him. I was thinking preemptively. I want to make those parts brighter. There we go. Anywhere else on the koi sheet that the purple exists? I know it's the eyeball stuff, but the other places, who knows? Gotta look at that reference. Let's go and do Tipsy's hair in the meantime. Also, another thing that I'm doing, this is essentially a giant fan project. It's called Fairy Fashion February, where essentially I try to go and promote Fairy for the Touhou popularity poll. A popularity poll that happens once every year. And pretty much all it is just voting for who you think the most popular Touhou girl is. And my personal opinion is that I believe it's a Fairy. Because Fairy's in every single game. So, if not just as popular as the main characters. You can't have a Touhou game without a Touhou Fairy. And thus, that's why Vote Fairy is the thing. There you go. The more you know, the better. What color are the buttons on there? They are a light aquamarine blue. Hat pitch black. Dark as her soul. This is going to be the same color. But the bow, though, will make the bow the same color as Tipsy's bow. I could do that. Seems as if I have some lingering colors on here. I don't want those. Try and fill those in. Just some leftovers when I was working at the frames. Should be fine once I clean it up. Yeah. Yep. It looked like there's a little bit of gobbledygook, like almost like a JPEG artifact, which I like to call clown vomit. Nah. Not there anymore. Oh no, I was going to put something inside the phone to make it look smart, but I'll go with the little hashes. Little funny hashes. Okay, just like that. Get a little sever mark right there to go and show that the phone is made out of two pieces, not just one. Okay, lastly, we're just about here. Let's go and focus on her boots. And her boots are the same color as the darkness on her sleeve, so that makes things a lot easier. And then we'll make her boot bottoms. They're either, we'll make them purple. Make her boot bottoms purple. There. Get that crazy fairy energy. There we go. She's supposed to be wearing a belt. And I think it's supposed to be actually her eye that's curled around it. Since I do not have the Koish eye on hand.
or at least for Tipsy, she doesn't have the koi shai on hand. Best to go and do it in this facet. Next thing is next, she has like a transitional fade on her skirt too. I'm going to simulate that by doing a little zigzag work. So when I go like this, up and down. There's also supposed to be rose patterns on her skirt, but I don't think I'm going to be able to replicate that in MS Paint today. That might take a lot longer than what needs to be done. I don't feel like taking that time to do that. So we got other things to go and draw. We started late. If I had more time, maybe, but no. Drag out this stuff. That's good right there in the back, and pull this forward. Maybe put a couple of green spots on the inside. There we go. That looks about right. Alright, now what I'm going to do, she also has a white lining going around the bottom. Lastly, I think there's some lining up here as well. Some lining in here. That's not. I always assumed the most popular character was Cerno because she is the one I see outside the fan base the most.
You know what? Maybe. That might be true. But at the same time, it seems as if the most popular character is Koichi Komeiji, followed by Marisa Kirisame, and then Reimu Hakure. I think it's just because Cerno is very popular in the western corners, solely on the basis of that she's just easily memeable. It's primarily the Cerno Fumo more than the Cerno character herself. That's from what I see. As a guy who's been in the fandom for a very long time, that is what I most definitely see every time when I see like Touhou leaking into beyond the realms of the fandom. Oh, fairy with a knife. All right. I'm gonna fix her hair. Now let's do her face. Alright, so I'm going to make her eyes slightly open. Look at that happy fairy. She looks so happy. Is it happy? But now she's going to look smug. Gotta open her eyes just slightly enough to be intimidating. Pick that up. There we go. It's one thing you need to know about Tipsy. Is that she has senpaku eyes. I mean, she got the crazy eyes. What better way to go and draw a koishi than to do it with the crazy eyes open? She gotta reveal her eyes. Let me see. Alright, let's go and get her tongue on. There we go. How's that looking so far? That's looking good. Get this color in there.
Raise that up on that side. Gotta pick her mouth up though. Lasso selection tool. There we go. The higher her mouth is, the more smug she looks. Gotta make her as smug as possible. Go. And that. Or maybe not. Maybe we could do it low. Slightly low. Maybe I moved it up too high. Try right there. Try it again. Wrong color. Boom. Boom. Nope. It's still pink. Eyedropper tool. Come on. Work with me. Work with me, damn it. There we go. Pink.
What's up? Hello. Hello there. And there we go. We got our very intimidating fairy. We are Koishi fairy. Hitting a checkpoint. Let's go and bag this one. It's in the bag. I'll do one wing at a time. One wing at a time, and then we can get our fairy done. Put you right here. Oh, don't want to take out a chunk from the reference. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. We got our green. Green. What's your most favorite live stream? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to my statistics. If I remember, I did do a Team Fortress 2 stream that got 3,000 views a while back. That was cool. Granted, that's not really my most viewed stuff anyways. It's my animations, which I would like to post more often, but animations take a long time to make. So alright, so let's go and take a look at this. So now we got, for today, we got our Koishi Tipsy. But I'm gonna, I'm gonna drag her down. I'm gonna Control X, Control V. You go over here. This Tipsy's going over here, next to the pile of tip. There we go. Alright, so that takes care of Koish. So Koish out of the way. So now we have a character called Gum. Let me see, where's that character at? I think it was in Tipsy. Did I save it in here, or did I save it in General Save Pictures? Ah, this character. Let me see. Alright. Alright, so I was recommended to go and draw a character from, I think this is, what character? Jet Set Radio. Character is named Gum. So this is a reference that I found. I'm not sure if this is the actual clothing that the character wears inside the game, but this very much does look like the character itself. It's just because the original form of the character did not really have that much, just a t-shirt. So not wanting to just be a t-shirt, I want it to be more than just a t-shirt in that sense. So that's why I'm using this reference instead. You want to take a look at this one. Here we go. So this is our next character that we're going to be working on. Might as well do a sports one if you think about it. So this is the character Gum from Jet Set Radio. So you see on how it looks? That's what we're going to replicate. So this is going to be a little bit more of a complicated design. Definitely makes it more interesting than just a simple t-shirt. So let us get into it. Unless this is not the accurate representation of the character. Let me go and look it up again, just making sure. Gum's disease. Yes, that's what I want to look up. I want to look up gum disease. So there's these designs. That's just a t-shirt, though. That's a T-posing lady. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, never mind. I found the Acro one. This is a fan one. This is a... what is this one? What is the one that I have up here? Someone gave this one to me. Oh, it's a character redesign concept. All right, so I don't want to use this one then. Never mind. I'll hold off on that one. I think it's this one. That's not the official Sega design, if I'm aware. All right, thank you for telling me that. Yeah, I sent that one via DM on Discord. So I think this one should be more accurate. Let me see. There's that one. That one's not good. That one has the yellowing next to it. That's fandom page. Maybe I type in official art. Official art. There we go. That should filter it properly. Alright, so let me see. Here's the character. Oh, that's not right. There we go. Gotta struggle. Gotta struggle to get things right. Alright, let me see. Here we go. Here's the character. So, like I said, she's just wearing a t-shirt, so a very long shirt. So we'll try to work alongside it. Meanwhile, I will. Let's see. I got my reference right there. That's a web P. I hate web Ps. God diggity damn it. Let's see. But I'll be the one looking at the design. You just sit back and watch me doodle, I guess. Can I save that one? That's a web P. That's also a web P. Let me guess. It's a web P. Everything's a web P these days. Is there any images on Google Images are not a freaking web P? You cannot save anything without it being a web P these days. It irritates me to no end. Oh my god. I'm going insane. Anyways, before I truly go insane, let's continue on. Let me look at the current poses I have for my tipsies. Looks like a shirt of some kind, shirt and some kind of stocking that match your skin tone. Probably. Either that or that's legitimately just her skin. That might be a tattoo of some kind right here. Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. But we'll just get a move on. Let me go and get a stretch in. I don't know, I'm having like breathing problems. Good God. Maybe the streamer will die mid-stream. Oh, God. Okay. Control V. Let's get our head in here. What? Where am I at? Come on, don't mess around with me. I don't know why I'm coughing so much. Alright, so let me think of a pose. So we got these poses so far. And we did that smug pose over there. I think we'll do a 1 foot out pose. I haven't done that yet. Also, are you going to give Tippleton the lipstick? Let me see. Maybe. I mean, maybe we could finally see what Tipsy looks like with lipstick, I guess. If it doesn't look good, I can always just remove it, so it's just coloring. And then we got the spray can, too. We gotta put the spray can, the shirt and sleeves, obviously, and then we gotta get the big old skates down. Alright, so let's get started on this. Let's get started. I'm probably gonna make her... Let me see. Do I have any poses in mind right now? I don't think I do. I need a pose. Let me go and look through my stuff to see if I have any interesting poses to go and choose from. What are you? You are a Chimata with rainbow eyes. That's crazy. Let me see. There's that one of her there's a sitting character. I haven't done Tipsy sitting yet. Let me see. Every time it comes to poses, it's just like, you know, I wish I could think of poses easier, but it's not always going to be the case, I guess. I think if I were to go and grant myself a wish, I would say make my poses good by default so I don't have to think about them. I just have to draw them and not even give it a second thought. Hey yo, this is where we're at right now. Let's see. When's the next animation? Still currently in development. Nowhere near completion right now. Current theming is continuation to Fumo card. Alright, so let's see. There's that pose. The Sana A pose. I could say that Sana A pose for something else. Well, I guess that the main focus is going to be the shoes. I think it'd be best to go and do a sitting pose this time around. We'll go and use a sitting pose. Alright. Let me go and scooch this aside. I need my color references. Alright. Let's go and get that up on the screen. I'm going to shrink this a little bit. There we go. And let's get into it. Alright, so I'm referencing an Aya image, but you know, I could turn Aya into Tipsy and then turn Tipsy into a different character all at the same time. It's all part of being a visionary, as one might say, or pretentious artist. Let's see. I know I haven't been posting much updates for animations, but that's just because progress is slow. So maybe I should post an update showing that I am working on animation, because I haven't done that in a while. So I've been working on one for way too long. It's just because of work, and then I do other things, and then I do stream, and then I just run out of time, and then I go to sleep, and then nothing gets done. What a shame. Alright, I'm gonna try and copy this energy going on here. I might make the shirt a little bit longer. Just a tad bit longer than what the character wears. But as you all may know, there will be a Tipsy inside that animation. So do not worry, there will be Fairy inside the next animation. Like always, there's always Fairy. Always try to make sure that there's a Fairy somewhere. Get the other side right there.
foot out, 1 foot in. Maybe pick up that knee more. This leg is relevant, so I'll just chop it up. There you go. Start that over again. Let me see. You know, maybe instead of just saying I'm working on it right now, maybe I should show you a little something. You know what? I should probably show you something. But once I get done with this model, the frame, I will show you some moving frames. How's that? Does that sound good? I think that sounds good. I just need to get this looking right first. Alright. Pull this down a little bit. Maybe pick her knees up more. We're gonna pick her knees up all the way. Alright. How are we looking on the torso shape? Needs to be thin. Yeah, so for you guys that are watching, I'll give you guys a little bit of a animation preview. I think that sounds good. I think I did that before, actually. I'm not sure. Did I do that before?
I think I did. But, I like I said, I only find it fair.
I only find it fair. I've been holding you guys back for too long. It's supposed to be an animation channel. Here I am. Not doing much on the animation front. I need to do more of that. True! Most definitely true. Alright. Right now I'm just focusing on drawing the fairy in the meantime. How's this looking? Now as I'm drawing this, so I'm not really feeling this pose. I'm gonna drag it this way. Maybe I should do a different pose. I could save this pose for someone else. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna throw this pose over here for right now. Over on the other side. Over here. You'll go right here. All right. I'm gonna grab this one again. Do a different pose. I want to do a different pose. I wasn't feeling that one. Alright. Maybe actually having her skate. Having her skate. You're supposed to be rollerblades. Gotta make them blade and roll. That's way too much in the front. Gotta move it back. You could do a one hand up and one hand down. Did I do that one? Did I do that type of pose yet? Two hands up, two hands up. Alright, no, I did not do that pose. In fact, I could do like this and swap it. That's how you do it. Something like that. All right. Little fairy be going about doing a little bit of funny graffiti. Ah, my neck. Normally I would do like a wound pose, but I don't want to waste like a bunch of time trying to go and figure out a pose right now. I just feel like getting the idea. I just feel like drawing. Sometimes this is like you spend too much time on trying to do one thing. It just grinds you away. I think maybe next time I'll try to go and construct a couple of pre-made poses, so that way I don't keep on running into this pratfall of not having any poses in mind. I think that makes sense. What do you guys say? I think that makes sense to go and have pre-made poses. Unless you guys actually enjoy me trying to go and struggle and figure out a pose. I don't think you really do, but you know, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I just want to get some feedback on it. Someone once told me I should tell artists when they inspire me. Oh, hey, I drew some stuff in MS Paint. Thank you. Nice. Thank you for telling me that. I'm very inspiring. I guess. Yes. Thank you. Good to know. So, like I said, when I finish this frame, I'll be sure to show you guys a sneak peek at what I'm currently working at. I'll show you 2 scenes from my animation. So 2 scenes from the animation, and that will be it for sneak peeks. And then we'll get back to the drawing. We'll get back to drawing Tippy. Alright, I'm going to need to rotate this head. Alright. Push that forward. We're going to cut this in half, shift it back, downwards like that. I'm going to do 1 foot out. Similar to the hiking tips you see up on the screen. Something like this. I'll probably make her neck longer though. That'll work. This one gonna have a handle on this side. And then one hand goes straight up like so. It's almost like an ice skating pose now you think about it. Which is ironic because, you know, roller skating and ice skating are one and the same almost. Except one's on ice and one's on blades. Rolling blades. There you go. Maybe make your arm a little bit longer. As for you that is currently inside the chat that told me about your MS Paint experience, I hope that you are enjoying MS Paint and hopefully you are understanding how to use said program. Granted, it's not the easiest program to learn and or use. More use more than learn. I would say this is a program that has a low entry level but high skill ceiling. Like a video game almost. So, And then we'll go and put the spray can in her hand. Since there's supposed to be a spray can, it's going to be a big spray can. Pull those fingers up more. Right up there. Push them in. No, I want to keep it like that. There we go. Big square object. And round off the ends. There we go. There's our spray can. I'm going to erase this at the bottom. But trust me, spray painting a couple of shrines in Sokyo isn't as bad as what that Mononobe no Buto does. No, no, no. What's worse? A little bit of vandalism or a little bit of arson? I'll make you decide. There you go. Alright, so that's our pose right there. Alright, so let's go and bring it in. I'll go and bring it in for you guys. So first things first, let me go and show you what I have right now. So, we go here. I'm going to show you the secret files. Here are all my animation files for this current animation. You can see everything that I'm currently working on. Even all the scenes from scene 0.1 all the way up to 0.6. Now, obviously, I'm missing a couple of scenes because those ones are not complete yet. I kind of jump in between scenes when I'm working on them. I kind of jump in between scenes when I'm working on them just so I can, I do like a change of mental flow every time when I hop in between one point to another point. But generally, I'll show you this one, and then I'll show you, actually, no, not this one. I'll show you this one, and then I'll show you this one. These two, I'll show you. So let's first start off with this one. Now you could probably take no, not that. No, we're not doing that. Not on this stream. Sorry about that. Nope, can't do that. Nope. Can I, remove? Oh dear. But here we go. So, here's our first section that I'm going to show you for, actually, I'll show you the Marissa one too. Well, I'll show you this one. Let me go and bring it down here. This is what we got. So we got Mistia, and she's serving up some drinks. What is she serving up? I don't know. Some kind of dark drink. tasty alcohols from Mistia Izakaya, as per usual, of course. You got to see a little bit of Vote Fairy propaganda in the background, as well as also you get to see Ko Suzu and Kyuko. Now, obviously, it's missing a little bit of customers, just because the restaurant is supposed to be just opening, kind of a deal. So there isn't that many people inside the restaurant right now. That's how I imagine it. It's just an early day at the izakaya, and then suddenly chaos happens. I'll show you this one. This is just a good old Fumo head spin. But why is she Angie, you might ask yourself? She's an Angie Fumo. Look how Angie that Fumo is. Why is she Angie? You may ask yourself. The answer is, I don't know. It's a big question that can only be answered by watching the animation when it comes out. Alright? And last, let me show you this one. This one is, take a guess, it's everyone's favorite ordinary magician. It is the Mariz. Let's go look at the Mariz and look at her. Look at her be devious. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I'm losing my voice. But look at her being devious. She's such a devious girl. She's so devious.
Look at her. You're gonna go. Is there a Tipsy cameo? Yes, there is. There is going to be a Tipsy cameo. Do not worry. I just haven't gotten to her scene yet. When I do get to her scene, there will be the Tippy. There will be Tippy to be had. But for now, we got this Marissa, deviously rubbing her hands together. Why is she rubbing her hands together? We don't know. We don't know why she's rubbing her hands together, but she sees something that's fetching to her eye. Alright. Let's go and put that away. Now that I have... oh, God! Now that I have what I need, I will now proceed to go and draw the character that is up here. And I think one of the things I'm going to pay attention to the most is the skates and the katakana that's on her shirt, which just says Gamu on it, which is just gum. So that's pretty much just flat out easy to go and replicate in that sense. So other than that, there isn't going to be much to this Tipsy. Also, since it is already starting to get late, this might be the last one for today. Who knows? Who knows? We might spend the rest of the stream trying to go and get some suggestions for next time. Since we're doing Gum from Jet Set Radio right now, I'll go and cross her out. We still got this Jiraike, but the issue is about the Jiraike. It kind of looks similar to Koishi's costume, but a little bit different at the same time. So I'll go and we'll decide on that next time. We'll decide on that next time. For now, let's get started on this character. Let me go and bring this up. Let me go and bring the character model up. Alright, here we go. So, let's see, I want to...
Start from head. Go down. Is she wearing like a turtleneck? I think she is.
Yeah, it looks like she is.
Like a slight turtleneck. Gotta go up and around on the head. She's also wearing like a helmet too, so this is gonna be interesting. So I actually have to go and smash Tipsy's hair down a little bit.
Normally, we're used to seeing her hair being nice and floofy, but I guess we're not gonna get floofy Tippy hair this time around. We're gonna get compact Tippy hair. All right.
I mean, this should be quick, right? It's just a t-shirt. High collar t-shirt, or maybe this is a jersey. Kind of looks more like a jersey. Let me go and do a little something like this. It's also slightly tight fitting. So I'll try to make it like so. There you go. Tipsy would definitely spray herself in accident with that spray can. Yeah, probably. Making your torso too big. Start from the bottom, go up. Right. Go down and up like so. Right? Then she's also wearing big chunky gloves too. I guess there's a watch on one wrist? Or is that an elbow bracer? I'm looking at the character model right now, so... Gum's helmets give me Mega Man X vibes. I think so. It's gotta give me a Mega Man X vibes as well. I get the big chunk of gloves on here. Maybe let me go and redo that back part. Let me redo that. In a way, it also kind of reminds me like the probably not Psychonauts, but maybe. Let's see. Alright, always right. Tipsy should fight Mirai Someng. Tipsy should fight Mirai Someng. Why? Why? What does Mirai Someng have to do? What did he do? There we go. Alright. I'm still gonna fist fight Mirai Someng. Even Mistya'd fight Mirai. Let alone Mizuchi. Oh yes, let Mizuchi possess it. What is going on here? What is the combatants against Mirai Someng? What do you... Actually, you know what, Kobo? What do you have against Mirai Someng? I'm going to ask you right here, right now. Fess up. In this confessional. Ask to me and reveal to me your sinful ways of which and why you wish to combat Mirai Someng in a fist fight. I wish to know, because that's very confusing. What did he do to you? Also, how do you even talk to Mirai? I don't even know how to talk to Mirai Someng. Like, you have to, he's not on Discord, he's not on Twitter, and apparently the only way I can communicate to him is via email. Or through his comments. There's also his comments too, but still. Seems like I started a joke that went too far. Oh. Dude got Spirit of Gensokyo last time I checked. No, he took a break from anime because he's in bad health. You fool. You fiend. Anyways, I kind of have a hate-love relationship with him. You know what? That's a good question. Why? Why? Yeah, I agree. Why do you hate the man? He makes good creations. He has good animations. I don't see why to hate him. Why you be hating? Bro be hating to the point where he wants to randomly assault a guy he never even met. Crazy insanity. So I'm going to pick this up and go right here around the shoulder. Where does that go? Alright, there we go. I should reverse this. I'm going to reverse this. Go right here. And right here. I'm just going to go a little bit like that. Or maybe the other way. No, blow it out more. Leave that line there. Stop what you're doing right now! Leave that line there! Let me fix that! There we go! Jealousy is a beast? Jealousy? You're gonna let jealousy ruin a potential friendship with Mirai Someng? He seems like a chill guy, so I mean... I don't think he'd get angry at you. Maybe he'd help you, for all I know. Let's see. There we go. I'm gonna fix that. Fix the back. I'm guessing that this shirt is supposed to be super tight, but I'm making it a little bit looser.
Hello, Fairy. Hi, everyone. Hello there. I am the most insane man. I mean, you definitely are. You're definitely showing a lack of sanity.
For that you are showing violence against a non-violent person. Why? Wow. I mean, then again, I already asked why multiple times. You just gave me weird answers, so I mean... I need to push Tipsy Circus. I feel like you're too broad. Looks like it's one thing. It's really
He's almost an angel. Really, he is trying too much to be a good person. I wonder why. I've got so much stuff in my head. Now, far too elaborate for my abilities to depict. I'm the equivalent of a pocket Yugoslavia, it seems. Wait, what? So I have a question. How many male characters are in Touhou series? I know the USD character, and PCB character.
Male characters, there is not many. The most that you get is Rinosuke. Rinosuke, the fortune teller, and if you want to go as far for like other male characters that exist inside the lore, there is Yoki Kampaku, and a couple of miscellaneous background characters that I've met. Other than that, Touhou is mostly populated by female characters.
It's kind of like Mega Man. You know Mega Man, how Mega Man's primarily male characters?
Well, this is the opposite. This up. A little high. Scrunch it in. Alright.
Murano, and I'm the devil. Oh, 7 Murano, and I am the devil's advocate. What are you advocating for? What's your avocation? What are you evoking? I need to know.
Oh, I need to make these gloves shorter. That way it's a little more balanced. Ah, that's not rigid. Oh, hiya! Yes.
All right, let's go on. I'm going to switch the music out very quick. What shall I switch it out to? I've been doing the Pizza Towers recently, so maybe I should switch it. We'll do the Pizza Tower music again. I always like this music because it's very nice and vibey. It's good vibe music. There we go. Kobu, who is my client? Wait, what do you mean? Touhou honestly reminds me of Puyo Puyo sometimes, like how there are more female characters than in that game as well. Yes. But my suggestion to you,
as a new member of the Touhou fandom, attention, is to go and experience the game. Maybe read the manga or listen to the music. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. I mean, fan projects is one thing, but the official material, that's where it's at. That's what I would say you should do. You should go and get exposed to the radioactive material known as Touhou. Not only through fan projects, but through the games itself. I think I'm going to need to pick up her leg more. But why is he a devil? Who's this demon? I'm going to remove this leg. Pretty much everything is hankering on the pose. And once again, like I said, I think I'm going to start constructing pre-built poses to go and get things moving for next time. So I think that will help me formulate drawings faster if I have pre-built poses. There we go. Alright. That looks about the same one. I'm going to bring my reference again. That'll help me. Vote Fairy 2026? Yes, it is. It is Vote Fairy 2026. You are very correct. Thank you for walking into the Vote Fairy stream where we're drawing nothing but fairy. I'm going to fix her heel. Framework is not fun sometimes. It's just, especially when you're like, I'm getting the poses right. Let me tell you. I'm going to push this back. There we go. I'm gonna fix her knee more. I'm gonna flip the entire canvas. Let me hit a checkpoint first. Checkpoint! Flip it! Flippy that tippy. Sometimes drawing lines in certain directions feel more natural to me than drawing in others. Hence is the reason why I flip my canvas in order to go and ensure that I can feel comfortable when drawing in a certain way. Because if I don't, then the line work looks weird afterwards. Don't want weird line work. Weird line work is bad. So, I'm Parsi 2, forever jealous perhaps. Mariah is a son and I'm a black hole. Kobu, you are older. W. Black holes form after the death of a star. Mr. Joe T. Toons, does Tippy ever interact with other named fairies of Touhou Project? Does she get along well with them?
All right, let me tell you something about fairy associations when it comes to the Tippy Tip. So, one thing's for sure that I know about Tipsy, at least in my own constructed lore and headcanon, is that she is friends with the Dayusi. So she has a friendship with Dayusi, but she is not good friends with Cerno. I would even say rivals with Cerno. Kind of like how this Kobu guy over here has a rivalship with Mirai Someng. Tipsy is the same way with Cerno, but but I'm going to go and depict Tipsy as the Chad and Cerno as the Soy Jack. You get my drift. I.e., it's more Cerno that is the provocateur in this rivalry. There you go. As for other fairies, Tipsy has been bullied by the 3 fairies before, so she doesn't want to associate with them much. But she has not really had... Actually, no, she has been bullied by Clown Piece as well. So there you go. Where was Tipsy during the Great Fairy Wars? Probably getting shot at by Cerno. Probably falling in line with the other fairies at the time. Fairy militarization is nothing new for her. For you see, Tipsy is very much just a funny fairy creature at the end of the day. That's how she is. That's how she be. Alright, let me go and get this up. Alright, so I press this in right here, push that up, and then I could fix the back to be pushed out more the other way. Pop that out. There we go. These are more like Mega Man boots now I think about it. If I think of them as Mega Man boots, that should help me. There we go. Fair enough. Tipsy's 69th Crusade win. Let Mizuchi possess Tipsy for a while. See what happens. Tipsy would just get destroyed. That's pretty much what happened. She's not the strongest. She's definitely not fit for the strongest fairy in Gensokyo title like Cerno. Tipsy fights in a different way. When she fights you, she does not fight you through normal means of Danmaku. She instead fights you by playing a game called Shogi, which is essentially Japanese chess. All other games that she does play, she could do rock, paper, scissors. She could do tic-tac-toe, hopscotch, stone tossing, like stone skipping. She could do that kind of stuff, but when it comes to Danmaku, she'll always lose. So if you want to win against Tipsy easily, you know how now. I don't remember this bar going across. So these are big old wheels on these rollerblades. Alright. Let me see. I guess there's these little tiny bars here. Little squares. Nah, I'm on my own. Let's see. Why are Cerno and Tipsy rivals, though? It's because of the way in how Tipsy fights. Tipsy likes to go and play games, like shogi, or other different types of, like, board games, or just traditional games to go and fight people. Cerno always wants to challenge people to Damaku fights, because she knows that's where her strong suit is. If every time she wants to go and fight Tipsy, she has to go and fight her by playing her way, because that's only fair in the sense of fighting properly. So Cerno, finding it utterly boring, she instead does not like Tipsy because she is boring. So she calls her things like the Granny Fairy, or just that boring old fairy that lives in the corner of the woods. Essentially, due to how Tipsy fights, is the reason why Cerno doesn't like her. It's very petty. That's the whole point. Fairies are petty. Alright, I want to put this right here. This one over here. Let's see. So if I just sock her in the face, I win. If you fire a Damaku fight, yeah. I mean, she'll still try shooting at you. Or stabbing you or something. So you can officially say that Homelander solos Tipsy. I mean, practically anyone solos Tipsy. I mean, in my headcanon for Tipsy, every Touhou game from Touhou 4 on and up, the first fairy you encounter that is blue, that is a Tipsy. With the exception of Touhou 4, where all the fairies are red, the first fairy you encounter is always a Tipsy. That's how it is. It's the very first fairy. And very first blue fairy, I should say, in a string of fairies, there she is. There she be. So, that is the fairy known as Tipsy and how she appears. So essentially, if you played a Touhou game, you have killed Tipsy on accident. Without even thinking. Let's see. I appreciate my self-respect. Since when did Homelander know how to play chess? Cerno is too simple-minded for chess. Cerno is James Bond. Tipsy is George Smiley. I'm curious to ask you something. I honestly appreciate your ability to create original characters. You seem like you're a cultured person. What are your top 10 movies? Gustan Las Lolis. Oh. Very well then. Very well then. You have admitted. You admitted your culture. I will respect it. Very well then. Let's see. So, where are we at with this? It looks like we got our pose down. Now let's go and try and get... I finally got our freaking pose down. Let's go and get the helmet on. And the helmet's going to be big and chunky. I'll make the helmet chunky. It's going to fit on the fairy properly. So it's going to go up and around like this. Bring it up higher? Oh no, it kind of goes right around here. I'll make some dots and I'll marquee out my areas so I can do a little bit of connect the dots afterwards. I might want to raise that up higher. There we go. There you go. I'm being swarmed by the color purple. This purple is swarmed. I don't want to be swarmed by the color purple. Maybe I should make this blue. Then again, I kind of just designate heretic color blue. Okay? Alright, let's see.
Gotta get the ears. I don't think they go out that far. Probably about that far should be good. Get the top of the helmet down. And I gotta put the bow on somewhere. Tipsy found working Sonic skating car hops for minimum wage. Yippers. Well, I mean, that's another thing you want to know about Tipsy lore, right? For Tipsy lore, she is the coin collector. She collects coins. Every time she wins in a shogi match, or at a game in general, she'll require a coin from you. Doesn't really have to be a monetary coin. Could be literally anything that she can consider a coin. So everything from a piece of round metal
To a bottle cap to a penny. The monetary value of the coin doesn't really matter, so as long as it looks like a coin and it most likely is a coin to her. So if you encountered the Tipsy and you lose to the Tipsy, then you have to go and cough up a coin of some kind. You see how I said of some kind?
I'm going to get this. I'm going to put her ear thing in front. Try it again. We'll get it eventually. There we go. Alright, wrap that around. Wrap that around. I'm gonna clean up this green duck. Green goop. White. There we go. There we go.
Boom, bomb, bing, bomb, 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 bum, bum, bum. So essentially, here's another thing about Tipsy. Since she is a coin collecting fairy, inside her house, she has a gigantic coin collection. So there you go. So she could probably pull from that coin collection to go and buy something. She knows about how coins have monetary worth. She doesn't really know which ones really do and which ones don't. So when she goes to buy things, she tries to go and bring her little coin purse with her with a bunch of coins that she finds the most expensive. I got like 20 pesos I can give her. If it's dollars, like paper money, she won't accept it. She has to accept coins. Mike has a coin, a very long coin. Go steal from her, Tipsy. I wonder how Tippy would react to $1. Yeah, so if you give her $1, she'll probably just turn into a paper animal. She won't really know what to do with it other than just utilize her magic on it. Because her magic is paper magic. So she knows how to manipulate paper and foliage. So practically leaves. So anytime when Tipsy's around leaves, she can manipulate those to go and use for her Gamaku, or she can go and utilize paper or leaves to go and craft into little tiny funny looking paper animals. Let's see. Sounds curious. We'll check later. 7 a.m. in the VHE. Morning. What happens? We're doing fairy stream. So, I wonder... Oh, welcome to the fairy stream, buddy. Let's see. I wonder how Tippy would react to $1. I read that one. Oops, sorry, yen. Give me the balloons. Alright. Tippy has... Does Tippy have the One Piece? You never know. You never know what's inside that fairy's collection. Could be there, could not be there.
Schrodinger's guess. Alright, so what I'm going to do to go and make her look super cute while wearing this helmet, I'm going to try and push her hair out a little bit. Let me try this. There we go. And she got this wrap of hair right around here. There we go. And then just like I did the on over here. On Tippy. You press that out. That's a little too far. There we go. Furries are usually disliked and chased away by humans in the human village, but I think she might be an exception. Some furries are exceptions for when it comes to who are let in the human village anyway, so. Then also, she mostly hangs out around Corindo. If you know what Corindo is, that is Renosuke's shop. So hence, she can find many patrons to go and combat with on the battlefield of Shogi. Alright. Alright, so also we're going to have her hair come out the back. She's like a tiny human to everyone. Pretty much. I mean, granted, Tipsy's kind of tall. I mean, 143 centimeters, which is around, 132 centimeters, which is around 4'3". I was getting numbers reversed. I'm going to narrow her hair down. That up right around there, pick that up, go back, and without making too close of a cut, I carve that afterwards. Add a little bit of wind behind that. Let's go and get the rest of her hair up on here. Let's see. What's going on? John Touhou, I am Korea. What do you mean? What do you mean? Korean Gensokyo confirmed? What do you mean? I mean, there's probably kimchi in Gensokyo for all we know. Who knows? Maybe there was a Korean that made their way into Gensokyo at one point. Maybe it was Mirai Soming. The Mirai Soming, of which you despise so much for some reason. Alright, let's go and bring her hair up. I'm going to bring it down like this. Pull it down right about here. go right up there. Get up, go up around. There we go. Go up, down, up. There we go. Try it again. I think I actually am losing my voice today. That's crazy. I don't know why I'm losing my voice. Probably because it's allergy season. I felt like I was getting a sinus infection last night. I got very scared. I was like, I don't want to get a sinus infection, man. That sucks. Getting a sinus infection sucks. You want to know why it sucks? Because it just makes you feel nasally all the time. You can't really talk. And you can't really have that much fun because you're always so congested. And you always have headaches. Yeah, no. Not really, and it's not really scared in the sense like I'm in fear. It's more like I don't want it. I don't feel like it, man. That's it's a sucky situation. That's how I was feeling last night, especially after the hightail scare. I was like, oh god, why am I so nasally? I was feeling it last night. Maybe I'm going to feel worse tomorrow. Who knows? I hope I don't. I hope I don't. Because I need to work on some things. Don't want to get distracted because I feel nasally. Put Tipsy's bow on. I could put her bow on without any problems. Just like how I could go and get over a sinus infection without any problems. I'm sure of it. Alright, let's see. But if I do get a sinus infection, I will start the stream with the good old the exchange, the great exchange. Anyways, let's see. What is going on here? What we got? We got history in the chat. In the land of Kofun, 250 to 538 CE, and Asuka, 538 to 710 CE, periods. There was some flow of people from Korean Peninsula, both as immigrants and long-term visitors. Even Korean yokai win. Okay. I'm actually reading Sangatse. Lol. I'm fairy maxing. Very well. You must fairy max to the maximum. My hate is just simply my affection. That's insane. A Mokan wooden tablet dating back to the 7th century CE, which was found in the Nara prefecture during the 1960s, mentions a Persian official who lived and worked in Japan. Oof, a Parsi. Okay. Is Parsi a djinn? I thought she was just a very angry woman under a bridge, like a bridge troll. The story goes deep. How are we looking on this, Tipsy? She looks okay. A little wonky, but maybe once I remove the lines, maybe she'll look less wonky, or maybe she'll look more wonky. Who knows? Let's go and make her wonky, I guess. Make that white. All right. Let's go back. All right. Let's see this. How are we looking? Alright, I see some places of improvement. I see them. I sees them when I knows them. It's the back of the head over here. I just gotta push it out more, and we'll get more of that head. More of that perfect head shape. I saw the wood coming through. That was scary. There we go. That's the wrong side. Making sure that her head is like the correct width is very important. Alright, you. Actually, wait. Yes, I do want to get rid of you because the hair is going to be blocking it. Yep. Run that up right there. Alright, now we're starting to look better. By the moment, by the second, by the minute, by the hour. Equalize. Make it all green. Make it all purple. Make it all blue. Make it all green again. Anything I'm missing? Oh, let me get rid of these extra lines. And then we can do the detailing on the skates too. All right. Back in black. Let's go. Let's see. By the way, John, too, can I suggest a idea for fairy fashion? Of course. Shoot it. Shoot your shot. What type of helmet is that? I don't know what type of helmet she's wearing. It looks like a type of air cap or a football helmet. Actually, kind of looks like a football helmet that she's wearing. I'm gonna pull it down more. It's like a traditional old-style football helmet. I have a pair of these, but then again, that's just for my big vehicle that my family owns. That I totally. I mean, I could talk about it, but it's kind of unrelated right now. Unless I have to go and draw it, then maybe I could talk about it. But for right now, I can't really talk about it. There we go. Let's go and draw the details on the helmet. So we got 2 dots right there. And there's a line going right down the middle. Racing stripes. I'm gonna fix these side things on the ears. Ear in singular. What type of helmet? Oh, I already read that. Right. So as for you, Morano, yeah, choose your shot. Parsi is wife, but we don't talk about that. Oh, okay. The black square moment? What do you mean? Let's see. So we got hair down. Hair is down. Helmet's done. Spray can done. I want to go to sleep, but I will not miss the rest of the stream. Don't worry, we're almost there. We're almost there. So I'm gonna get the details on the blades in the meantime. Looks like it's the same through and through. I'm gonna go based not off the character model, but off the drawing itself. So I'm gonna go like this. Layer all this up. I'm gonna make it more even with the drawing, more than the character model. And then it kind of goes a little bit thick on the back like this. Something like that. There, go up and around. Dye a little bit inside. There's like a ring on the back. And then do the other ring. And then there's like this front guard on the top of the foot. Oh, so what about Tipsy as Scrooge McDuck? I love DuckTales so much. It's the warmest cartoon for me. If Scrooge was also has a storyline about how he values and searches for his first special coin. I wouldn't really know how I would replicate Scrooge McDuck's costume because he doesn't wear pants. So, unless there is like a way on how there's like a proper human interpretation of the character, I wouldn't really know how to go and do that one properly. Blame my lack of creativity, but that I don't know on how to do that one. I'm gonna make the front of the shoe a little chunkier. Dot right there. Gotta go on the back. And then we'll do the same up here. Let's see. Instead of OCs, I have a bunch of head cannons. That sounds like a conspiracy theory more than anything. I'm delaying lunch because of this. I'm also obese. Oh dear. Oh dear. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't know that it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna throw this information out there. I'm also huge. I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy. I'm a big boy. Meanwhile, me over here weighing 10,000 pounds. No. I'm not a big guy. I'm a manlet. Tiny. Shrimp sized. Out. Let's see how that goes in the middle of the shoe. Push that out, rise it up, straight to the back. There we go. And then I push out the back side. I mean, going back to your suggestion, Morrow, Scrooge McDuck would be a good idea, but I don't really know how to replicate that properly without, like, having to go and give pants to Tipsy in some sort of way. Forgot about that part, yeah. Fasting my only way out. Villain versus good evening. Oh, good evening, Villain. Good evening. Hello there. We're drawing some tipsies for Fairy Fashion February. Here, let me go and show you those. For you guys that are still stumbling into this stream at the late time of day, I should just go and show you what I made so far. I need to go and make 28 for Fairy Fashion February, so that's one for each day of February. And currently at the moment we have 20 left, and then minus 2, the current 2 I'm working on. Being the Koishi one and the Gum one, Gum being this girl right here. And after that, I will have 18 left to go and do. I think pretty much after this one, I'm going to go and call it a day, but we still have a little bit more to go and work on before we're done. I also need some suggestions. So if you guys have any suggestions as to what kind of tipsies I should put in costumes for next time, just go and leave those as suggestions in the chat right now. Get your gears grinding. I know it's a little bit late in the day, but you know there's always time to go and get your gears on a rotation. Gotta get that gyro movement going, blah, 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 you know, like that kind of a deal. Get the kagi. All right, let's continue on with this. We're almost done here, so these things have like little lip at the bottom and then a can at the end. Push that up. Go right about there. Do the same thing over here. There we go. Do a nice little line. Nice little line. Excellent. Alright, so those blades are covered. But yet the blades in the character model are not. Maybe I should cover these blades. I think I'll cover the blades. That might make sense to me. Oh, hello, Na. Hello, Na. How are you doing, Na? We can gyro. I'm a spin like Hina. Damn, son. Alright. I'm gonna fix the blades. I know that on the character model they're like exposed, but I'm gonna go and make them look more like how this other reference is, so don't mind me. I'm gonna make them look like actual roller blades. They're not even open on the back either. Something like that. And then go up and down like that. Put a wheel right there, and a wheel right there. Okay, so they do not have little tiny pinholes for the wheels. That also looks cooler this way, I think. Push that out. Accidentally must have erased something right there. I don't know what I erased. But, you know what they say, happy little accidents do pay off in the end. Alright, go. Let's see. Yeah. Box right there. And then I could draw the inside of the wheels. Which are just dots. They're not actual hubs, so maybe make that rotated. There we go. Bye, Kobu. Alright. Later, Kobu. Come to Murano's server if you wish to debate my outlandish theories. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. I'll see you on the Discord. I'm not gonna debate you, but I'll see you on the Discord. This is like the equivalent of like, fuck you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's go and get that circular bit right there. All the details going into these shoes. I think I got them. And as accurate as I could get them. Do a little line up top. Looks like there's a connection bar of some kind up there. Nah, that doesn't look good. I'll keep it like that. There we go. She looks nice. What do you guys say? I think she looks nice. Hey, can I come back to the server too? This debate looks fun. Maybe. Not right now. I'm not leaving, like, links public, but maybe I'll consider it. Let me see for right now. We got a little design right here. I could probably just use that via coloring, maybe. Or could I draw that in? Yeah, I can draw that in. Yeehaw! Alright, let's get to coloring. I'm going to start with Tipsy's hair. Easiest part. Combi debate looks fun. I mean, I don't really think there's much of a debate, but maybe next time he pops up in the chat, you can rile him up by asking him why does he want to fight Mirai Someng out of all people? What did Mirai Someng do to you? What did he do to you? I ask him that, and he just gives me an odd answer. I'm like, what? I don't get it. Insanity. I'm scared. I'm scared for Mirai Someng. Also, I'm kind of scared for Mirai Someng's health too. Always be concerned about the guy because, you know, he does do his best to go and make animations more efficiently and better than what I can ever do. So, putting that straight set forward, to lose the Mirai Someng would be a detriment in its own right, I would say. So, if he takes a break and wishes to get better, into better health, so be it. Also, we could get more funny Udongen. More funny bunny. Because we like
raisin udongan inabas. I'm going to color everything in one color, and then after that, take care of it with the other afterwards. I'm going to go and pull this up. Ooh. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. There we go. Can't get myself to finish anything in Flash. You're still doing better than me. Let's see. What about Tipsy in the style of Shadow House designs? This is very interesting anime in terms of designs. I think you'll find inspiration to check out some pictures. If you could DM them to me, I'll take a look at it. But for right now, I don't know what you're talking about. I have to see it first. That's normally how it goes. If it's like I don't know what it is, I can't really look it up properly, I normally could just ask someone to send me a reference. You're an insider. You can send it to me. Also, the thing about this character, she's very green, and that means that it shakes up the majority of the color composition I've been working with. There's been a lot of red, and I think having this Koishi and this character, Gum, really shakes it up, because Koishi having yellow on her and Gum being primarily green means that I now have a good balance of colors. I think next time I need to go look for someone who's purple. Something that's purple next time. That's what I'm thinking. Some kind of purple character. As to what will it be? I don't know. Who will it be? It's a mystery for the future. Future me. Just gonna make these red. Oh, so that's gold on the inside. Alright, just like Tipsy's hair. Just gonna throw the idea. Tipsy with Jet the Hedgehog's gear from Sonic Riders. I mean, once again, that's like another character that's technically just full-on naked, but wearing some clothes. We need some purple and yellow characters. Wah. Yeah. Wah. OL Tipsy? What's an OL? OL? AOL? Like the internet connection? I do not know. I do not know. Enlighten me. Enlighten me. I wish to know about what this is OL Tipsy. I'm going to intensify these colors. You want that? Get some stripes on here. Striping out the tippers. Boom, boom, boom. Tipsy with Y2K futuristic clothing. I do intend to go and do some regular clothing. So, like for example, the Jirai K Tipsy that I do have planned. Even though it might look a little bit similar to Koishi, but I think Koishi wears a different type of form of Gothic Lolita clothing, so it's different enough to not say it's the same. How intense is this green? Is this going to appear on here if I draw it? Not really. Let me make it more intense. What about now? Not really. Alright, so I'm going to need to go and actually color in, draw in the reference. Alright. Let me do that. Caw. I do caw. Me. we go. Oh wait, it says gamu and then gamu.
That's got wrapped around up like this, go like that, go down here.
Office lady. Oh, that's what it means. OL tipsy. So office life. So I do have an office life tipsy technically already. I think I have 2 of them, but I'll show you them. I'll show you them since that is relevant. Let me show you one of my where's she at? Where's my office lady tipsy? I think it's up here. Ah, here it is. Right here. Office lady. Oh. It's up there. There we go. Office lady tipsy. I don't worry, I got you covered. Like office clothes. Yeah. So I got that one. Don't worry. But as for this being included in Furry Fashion February, I'm not quite sure because I already posted this one online, so repost is not allowed inside my mental schematic of which I wish to accomplish. Unless you have like a very unique looking form of office clothes. And also just for your personal satisfaction, because I know that you like to do military stuff. I did do a military fairy from last year. So we got our military fairy right here. Wild Pool here, tipsy in some kind of Warhammer 40k outfit, like the Guard Sisters or Space Marine. Maybe. That's a lot of armor and clothing to go and draw. That'd be like a stream in itself to go and draw one of those. And a hoverboard, basically. OMG. Yeah. Yeah, so this one, I would say, let me think. When did I draw this one? Because I think this one might have been semi-inspired by the stuff that you do. Let me see. Where is... I have one of you, of your OC, somewhere in here. If not, I think it's in my commission folder. Because I just count it as commission work, in a sense, if I do gives. Or trades. Where are you at? So one of the breakfast glizzy. Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, I'm lost! Come. Let's go and check out, if I scroll down. I'll find it. Ah, here we go. This one right here. So this is the one with the breakfast glizzy. And I think at the same time when I drew this one, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, well, you know, I haven't drawn a military tipsy, so I guess I should draw a military tipsy. Joe Toon, I send you can check it out later after the stream. All right, gotcha. The breakfast glizzy, yeah. What is it? Here are both of those images that are related. I do like the guns with the eyeballs on them. Yeah, funny. Very funny. Ah, yes, indeed. I know, it's like, the more of these tipsies I draw, the less options I get. But then again, you know, it's fashion, so there's always going to be, like, different types of things I can draw. I'm not limited to one thing, I'm sure about that. But it's just like, what variant of said thing do I draw? That's what is also equally important, I do say myself. I'm gonna make this brighter. There we go. Coloring those dots. Get the same color on here and here. Going bright yellow. Let's color those wheels. Bright laser beam yellow. But I think also what I'll do, maybe I should also put out a post on YouTube to go and ask people about what they think I should do as well. Drawing tipsy right now? Oh dear. Oh my. It's like, oh shit, I saw the tippy. Oh, I saw my OC. I need to draw a tipsy now. Thank you very much if you do. I will, if so, I could probably doodle one of your characters again, or I could probably draw you from Girls Last Tour
since it is still January. But as soon as February comes, which February is right around the corner, this month is almost over already. Isn't that crazy? This month has gone through like lightning speed. You open your eyes, it's 2025. You open your eyes, it's 2026 January. You open your eyes again, it's February. Oh no, it's 2027 already. No. Gotta fill people with that seasonal anxiety. There you go. All right. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this arm is too long. All right, I could shorten that arm. I'll shorten it. Let me go and remove the coloring here. Just be a little bit of complications in order to go get the most accurate depictions of said rairin. I want to go and also erase this more. Clear that out. Perfect! There we go. Let's see. Mr. Jotun, what do you think of Tipsy in Sekibanki outfit with floating paper Tipsy heads? Baby, wake up. It's almost time for the short one. Maybe, but I've been drawing Sekibanki too much for related projects. I'm not sure if I can talk about those right now. But I've been drawing Sekibanki all last year, and maybe taking a break from Bonki. I think I need to take a break from Sekibanki. Maybe a different character. Plus, also, she's red, so kind of have too many red characters right now. Maybe something that is... Maybe something that's yellow. Maybe a yellow character. Go. Ah, much better. I'm going to reorganize these stripes over here on this arm, though. I'm going to make 5 of them. 5 stripes should be good. One. 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Yes. That's what I want to see. 5 stripes on that. Do you think Doremi has short hair or long hair that's tucked up in that Santa hat? I believe in the long-haired Doremi, personally. I mean, if you think about it, she can hide a super long hair inside her hat. So, my profile pic has 3 bonkies. You have 0 bonkies. Hiss! I'm the biggest bonky fan. Oh no, I'm surrounded by bonky fans. Oh no! Doremi canonically has long hair tucked in her hat, as reflected in the fighting games, I think, or her defeated sprite in Lol-K. I believe it's the defeated sprite where you could see the long hair reveal slightly. But, I mean, I can see a short hair Doremi being a thing too. These in. I'm going to copy this pattern over here. Let me see, go. Do like that. Since these are just doodles on the side of the skates, I don't have to worry too much about the accuracy of how they look. Oof.
right, anything else? Let's go and add the little details onto the can on the back. There we go. Let's see, what am I missing? Am I missing anything important? I don't think I am. Alright, let's go on. I'm gonna
Fill in these little empty spots. So I see some little dots around here that I need to go and correct. Clearing that up. Just some minor touch-ups here and there. Yeah. Put some buttons here.
Yeah, her hair is canonically down there, like to her waist, I believe, if not longer. That's disturbing. Maybe it's even longer inside your dreams. When you are asleep, the Doremi will strangle you with her hair, and then consume your dreams.
Alright, let's go and put that face on. I want to put her face on, but first I'm going to move it closer so we have a tipsy reference. Checkpoint. You need a checkpoint. There we go. Alright, so we got our tipsy over there. I'm going to pick her face up more. Also, if you guys want to go and draw a tipsy, you could always go onto my
Twitter or check through my community post to go and see the actual tipsy reference sheet. So it's out there. It's out there. If not, I could always put my Twitter link in the chat so you guys could go and see it, or a link to the post. I think that makes more sense. But let's see. I don't know. I like art I've seen of boy haircut Doremi a lot, to be honest. I like short-haired Doremi too. Short-haired Doremi looks nice. Like I said, I then again, I do kind of prefer the short-haired Doremi. Though I do know it's more legit to go and have her have super long hair. Let's see. I have a silly idea. Tipsy as a fairly odd parents fairy. You see, that's another one, is that with Cosmo and Wanda, Cosmo's wearing a standard business suit, which I already put Tipsy in before, and Wanda is just wearing a yellow shirt and black pants. So trying to go make that one look unique, other than the little tiny crown that hovers above the head, trying to make that one look unique in a sense would be kind of difficult, and also wouldn't look like too interesting. I mean, I could do that for a different time, though. I mean, I'm not going to put that aside entirely. I mean, that's a show about fairies. I mean, I can't just ditch that one. Fairies! But I think considering that as an option for another time, that's maybe another Fairy Fashion February, who knows? Or just on my free time. Maybe try more replicate style. Maybe I could try that. Tipsy, I was Mato Tsuki from Yume Nikki. They have similar faces. I was recommended that character before. Let me see. It's Mato Tsuki. Mato Tsuki. I mean, this is okay, but it's gonna look similar to another style that I'm already gonna recreate, so probably not that one. Will Tipsy fight for Super Earth? Tipsy will fight and die for Super Earth. Yes, she'll die within like 5 seconds, maybe even before she lands, but at least she died fighting for the Super Earth. The Super Earth for the Super Fairies.
All right, let's see. She fights for the fairies. She speaks for the trees, and they speak Japanese. these eyes in there. Happy little fairy eyes. Make her a little smug.
There we go. That way we finally have, because I always keep on drawing no more horses. Special week tipsy for purple. I mean, I did draw my Huayno Top Gun, so that does cover for a Uma already. So it is your Uma. I understand, but we do have my Huayno Top Gun. No more horses. Oh man. Always with the horses. The world is horse. Yes, the year is horse, and the world is horsing around.
I'm going to get this color in there.
Alright, let me go and draw our wings. Finishing touches.
I need to remind myself I need to go and get pre-established poses in here next time, so I don't whittle and piddle about with the poses. It kills me with the poses. It makes me waste so much precious time
When I could be just doing my drawing as I please.
And it's one wing that goes right there. Alright, I'm gonna put the other wing right about here.
But hey, so con, if you have, you said something about 40K. I did do a Wing Hussar Tippy last year, so maybe I can go and do a Warhammer 40K Tipsy adaptation potentially. So as long as you can send me something that I can adapt Tipsy to properly, because it would be a matter of just putting Tipsy in a suit and then just putting the head on it, and that's not really like fitting the character. That's more just putting her in a suit at the end of the day. Let me bring you up an example of like what an armored wearing Tipsy would look like. Let me show you. I'll show you the one from last year. Where is that at? Here it is. I'll show you this one, the Polish version. So this one right here is a perfect example of what a armored Tipsy would look like. So you see this? So you see on how it's like, you still see her body, you can still see that it's clearly a fairy wearing it, and armor fits, it works along, there's still the bow. Even if I go to the other form, I have a Gensokyo version of it. So I'll leave it up to you whether to go and find something that you can think that fits that criteria.
And then it's up to me whether to go and press the green button on it or not.
Obviously, there's always other Touhou characters that can be recommended. Like, for example, we did do Koishi today, so. You did Lilligant Pokemon last year. Maybe you should do a Eirin from Pal World this year. It would also add green. Maybe. You know what? Maybe doing one of the Pal World creatures might be a good idea as well. I don't know what Pal World creature, but let me see Eirin if that's the case. You said green. Let's see. Eirin, Pal World. Oh, I could see this one. This is kind of like a Gardevoir. Looks like a Gardevoir. Walks like a Gardevoir. Sounds like a Gardevoir, but it's not. Probably Imperial Guard then would be best, since the others, like Sisters and Space Marines, are very much just armor covered. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I would like to go and do armored covered adaptations, but at the end of the day, they are still just 100% armor covered. You can't really see their face. Even if they take your helmets off, it's pretty much that you're drawing the armor more than you're drawing the character. Because pretty much at the end of the day, the armor is the character. With Tipsy and Vote Fairy, the whole point is to go and see the fairy. So think about that, and you should be able to go and give me a proper character to adapt with armor, I would say. Alright, let me see this. But like normal, I'm still open up to suggestions on other characters that can possibly be adapted onto Tipsy's fashion sense. Pull that up. There we go. We got our gum tippy. Gomu tippy. Let's see. There are also a few dress wearing pals to choose from if interested. I'll probably look through the selection of Pal World pals. Oh damn, hold on. That's an idea. Let me cook real quick. All right. Sisyphus Kane. Tipsy as Invisible Man. Insanity. Let me see. What is that? Sisyphus? Office. Fus. Sisyphus Kane. Sisyphus Kane. Where's he from? Hero of the Imperium. Oh, okay, so this is a Warhammer character. Oh shit, this guy's ripped. I like his hat. Oh man, this guy has a good hat. Ooh. Oh, he comes with a coat. And a gun. And a sword. Oh, look at this dude. Here, I'll show you guys this dude. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. This dude right here. Bro be built. Look at that hat. Look at how pointy it is. And his funny gun. You know what? I might take up your offer on this one. I'm going to take up your offer on this one. This one's good. Commissar, which is Kane. Yeah, we'll go with this one. This one looks good because I like the suit. I mean, granted, it is red. It's still red, but we can make an exception on that one. So let me go and let me see. We'll go and add that onto our list. Caiaphas Kane. There we go. Oh wait. Also, speaking of Kane, you know what I should do? It makes sense for a character that is bullied. I'll add this one as a personal suggestion for myself. There we go. I'll add Pomni on there. So, there we go. But we could still add some more. I'm going to remove Dante for now, unless if it gets suggested again. I think it's just because I need some... And then again, also, Pomni may be red. She does have blue on her. There is that. She's kind of a... Oh, Yarick is also a great option. Let me go look up Yarick. Oh, wait, it was right there. Yarick. PM-any? No, there's an M. There's an O there. Yarick. 40k. Yeah, 40k. Oh, okay. So he kind of looks the same, but he has a big robo arm with him. I gotcha. All right. But I think the other guy looks better because he has a big sword. Big sword. Didn't you make a Pomni Tipsy already? Did I? Let me check. Let me check my arsenal of Tipsies. Here is the Tipsy arsenal from last year. So these are all the Tipsies I made last year. So we got typical. This is like my first one I made, which was just general fashion sense. Station Master, Miko, I forgot. Was it Blade Runner? Konata from Lucky Star. We got a Lucky Star. Edo period. Skateboarder. Kid Icarus. Wing Hussar. Military. Miku. Fierin. Gopnik. Potato Woman. Minariko. Russian school uniform. Cerno. Luigi. Shibidoki. Was it a Lilligant? What is it? Zundaman. Swako. A pirate. Baseball player of the fairy team. Bad girl. Robo. And Stocking. And then just standard fairy. That is our full roll of fairies that we have done. I've done last year. So this is last year's Fairy Fashion February. Pokemon, I do have one right here. But I could always do another one. I could always do another Pokemon, but I think if I could do a Pal World one this year. I also think the administrator from a new Arknights could be fun. Goober of a Penguin. Let me see. Let me look that up. Let me see. End Administrator build. End Administrator. Is this the? I'm guessing this is the main character of Arknights. Is that what it is? Is that right? End Administrator. I mean, this would be a good one because it's technically gray. I don't have any gray characters. I don't have any like gray color combinations for characters right now. I feel like Tipsy Pomni is something that has been done, though. I don't know if that's the case. If it has been done or it has been. No. If you're wondering, I have drawn Pomni on stream before. If I go all the way up here, where is it at? It was as a stream suggestion. Here it is. This is what you're probably thinking about. I drew a Pomni over here. See, there she is. Look at her beautiful face. Her face is beautiful. But this is also the same stream where I drew a Doremi as a Minecraft sheep, and I killed Sakuya on accident. That's probably what you're thinking about. Let's see. He or she is the main one. Oh, okay, so that is the main character. Alright, gotcha. That's probably why there's a male and female variant. Gotcha. Alright, that one might be a good idea. Well, I'll put that down. Let me see. Where is that? End Administrator as a suggestion. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need this one anymore. Cut you out of existence. Alright, End Administrator. High Elf Archer, Goblin Slayer for green is a good character design. High Elf Archer. Are you talking about the Archer from Goblin Slayer? Goblin Slayer for green is a good design. For green. I'm guessing it's just the elf from Goblin Slayer. Yeah, that one might work. That'd be a good one because it'd be another bow one. That Doremi speak. Or Call Sit from Arknights is green. Oh wait, you're talking about who's green. Oh wow, I'm done. Well, I'll put the elf Archer, because that could be another good one to go and add on. Let's see. Any other characters I can consider? I could also do. Was going to add on for blue characters. I could also do Aqua from Konosuba. aqua from Konosuba. That way I get something that's also blue. Add some blue on there. Naobino from Shin Megami Tensei 5. Maybe. Naho. Bino. Shin Megami Tensei 5. Let's see. Maybe not. I don't know. This one's just like it's a suit. I'm not sure. But thank you for the suggestion though. This is the first one. Ako from 100 Girlfriends. Ako. 100 Girlfriends. In Chinese. Oh, this is the Gyaru. I haven't seen this girl yet in the anime. Then again, I don't think they made that season yet. This is 100 Girlfriends slop anime. Good slop. The good slop. But I do see what you mean from this character. She does have a very smug aura to her. I haven't done Tipsy as a Gyaru yet, so maybe this one might be an option. I'll keep it as an option. There we go. Need purple? Sailor Moon just popped in my head. Sailor suits, once you see one, you've seen them all. I think variations of the sailor suit is what is needed in my personal opinion. Let's see. Jojin, are you looking for different colors, designs, right? I think I need purple. I have yellow over here. This one can count as yellow, and this one can also count as yellow. But also we have orange too. We have blue. We now have a green one, and a potential of some other greens. We have a gray one down here. Over here, we have gray, another green, another blue. This one's pink. So let me put the associated color with it just to go and track it. Pink. BLUGRN GRY. This is a red and blue. RB. Captain Kane, he is brown and brown. He's primarily brown, so granted, there's still red on him, so. GRIK can be... Actually, GRIK can be whatever color it is, so as long as it's pastel. So I can make the GRIK purple. I can make it purple, or it could be pink as well. PU, or pink. Or pink. Purple. Susie from Deltarune, maybe? Nah, no Deltarune. No. I don't like Deltarune. I don't want to interact anything with Deltarune people. No Deltarune. No. Deltarune people are scary. That's why Toby doesn't want to interact with them. Hitting a check mark on that. Let's see, what do we got for suggestions right now? How many numbers we have? Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8. 8 extras. Are we doing Tato? She's pink. We just did Tato. I just showed you Tato. She's up here. She's right there. I went right past her. Let's see. Homuncom Zeta Gundam Purple. Oh my god, that's a long name. Let's see. Hamon. Kong. Karn. To Zeta. Gundam. God damn. Gundam. This is an interesting clothing, but maybe. Oh, this model looks it. Like, But her hair's purple, not the clothing is purple. That's the issue. I mean, that's a good suggestion, though. Thank you for that. Let me see. Potato is already done. Potato. Tipsy but Toward from Ed's World. Nah. That's just a hoodie, ain't it? Toward Ed's World. Yeah, that's just a straight up hoodie. I think I've already done Tipsy in a hoodie before, so I don't think that one's on the suggestion list. But it looks like it is starting to get late. Let's go and wrap things up here. I got a good amount of suggestions here today. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got seven suggestions. Eva 1 from Evangelion just meshed into Tipsy sword cosplay tippy tip. That would be an interesting one, I guess. But we'll go and leave that for another time. We'll go and get more suggestions next time. But I thank you for the suggestions that you guys have given me today, because it's getting late. And when it gets late, that means I gotta go and wrap things up. But let's go and take a look at the 2 Tipsies that we have drawn today. And it's these 2 right here. Look at our good old raised Tipsies. They're going to hit a check mark. That way we don't lose them in accident. Purple guy Mike from Afton. What's that? Let's see. I'll check that one very quick. Very quick. This is the last thing I check. Guy Mike. Afton. Oh, this is just FNAF, isn't it? This is just FNAF. You fiend! You suggested me FNAF, how dare you! Damn you! Anyways. Bro, that's just FNAF purple guy. Oh man, I got tricked into it. I got tricked into looking at FNAF. Anyways, this is our conclusion for what we have for today. Currently at the moment, we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Count them, 10 Tipsies. We have done 10 Tipsies out of the 28 that we need. So that means that leaves us with 18 Tipsies left to go and do, plus the 7 recommendations that we have. If I decide to go and do them all, it will take out a major chunk of Tipsies that we could potentially do, or what we have left. And February being right around the corner means that probably next week, let me go and check my date just to go and get things straight. You can see my date right there as it goes up in the chat. Yeah, looks like next time when we stream, we will be into Fairy Fashion February. The 10 Chaos Tippies, indeed. So, that means I need to start getting my posts together, and I need to start getting things set up for Fairy Fashion February, because we're going to be going into Fairy Fashion February doing more of these Tipsy drawing streams, and I think Wednesdays will probably be the best day to go and do these drawing streams. I'll try to go and do an earlier one next time, definitely, so I could get 4 of them out of the way, so I can make up for the last one. Mainly this one, because obviously I started super late, so that means there's not that many Tipsies I can get out in that amount of time. But with that, I would like to go and wish you guys a good rest of your day, evening, morning, nighttime, or wherever you are, because that's the stream for today. I'm Joe Munafuda, saying, vote Fairy, not once, not twice, but all the time. Keep Fairy on your mind. I'll see you guys on the next Vote Fairy stream, where we go and draw more Vote Fairy. More fairies, more Tipsies. But I think, before I send you guys off, Friday will probably be the last Teardown stream, I think. If not, we'll do more Teardown later. I'm going to try and go and do some more Hightail as well. But till then, later everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.